Scentland, the land of scent. Hello and welcome everybody, Chris back with another fragrance review, and this time it's gonna be a double review again, meaning that I'm gonna be looking at two fragrances simultaneously but from the same designer, namely Vale from Paris. It's an old French designer brand founded by the Vale brothers in 1912, if I'm not mistaken. And it has always been a very prestigious, kind of special, almost under the radar for many designer brand. And in regards to fragrances, I can say that definitely. But it has been always some sort of, to me, like a connoisseur's choice, you know, Vale. It's something special. And they have had great fragrance releases already in the 1920s going on. I remember 1971, and a great floral green release for Woman, Weil de Weil, I think it was called. And then a great men's release in 1986 called Kipling. It was a fantastic, classy fragrance, classy male fragrance, long gone but never forgotten. And then they have been taken over by Inter Parfums, and things started to go into a different direction. If you ask me, they have made a conscious decision, I think, at Vale to, remain a player in this modern fragrance market. And they have made a conscious decision how to achieve that. And the two fragrances I'm going to be introducing to you today, namely Weil Silver and Weil Blue, are perfect examples and products of that strategic decision Vale/Inter Parfums have taken sometime recently, I guess. There's a fragrance called Weil Homme from 2004 that was probably made around the time when Inter Parfums was taken over. Not exactly sure, but that, to me, that already seemed like a kind of new generation of Vale fragrances, okay? And these two, both released recently, are going even further in trying to please today's market from many angles. What am I talking about? Vale has obviously, at least with these two fragrances, or these two fragrances are great examples of Vale Inter Parfums making a decision and saying, you know what, let's play a safe card here. Let's give people good quality in terms of packaging, in terms of design, and in terms of fragrance, of the performance, of the overall package that you get for your money. So I'm talking about very good value for money with recent Vale releases. Now, it's all about the fragrance performance and package quality and all that. So if I spray them on here, it's nice, it's chunky, it's the blue version, a nice sprayer, not the cheap sprayer, okay, and the silver version over here. And then we get to the actual smell, and what you instantly realize is that these are almost exact copies, clones, if you will. But in terms of, when we're talking about Vale, it's kind of different or difficult to say that they produce clones, because clones to me are fragrances that come from some sort of a cheap angle and try to emulate or trying to be similar to a famous, well-known fragrance. Now, in this case, the quality here is, and the name behind it, the designer name still Vale, is still, to me, a high-end brand. Okay, so I would not name these clones. I would name these very cleverly done it's kind of difficult without dragging it down, you know. They're cleverly done replicas of, that's probably a good word, replicas of very successful French fragrances. Which are these very successful fragrances these two are replicas of? Now let's start with silver. Guess. You can make a guess. Well, that's the silver. Exactly. This fragrance, Weil Silver, is a almost 100% replica of Christian Dior's 1966 and 1967 release Eau Sauvage. Okay, this is 97% Eau Sauvage. It has the same vibe, it has the same smell, it is Eau Sauvage, you know. So I will not dig deep there in the notes and all that, because if you know, and most of you know Eau Sauvage, all the frag heads know Eau Sauvage, the classy, green, citrusy, fresh, classy, or classic release from Christian Dior that redefined the fragrance industry in the starting from the second part of the 60s, and still successful really around today. This fragrance, Weil Silver, is a total replica of Eau Sauvage by Christian Dior, and that's all I want to say about it. It's, if you're looking for a cheaper alternative which is still good quality, because this lasts fairly good, it smells exactly the same, uplifting, great, it's a fantastic smell. I always loved Eau Sauvage, and if you do, you have the replica, perfect replica here for maybe a better value for your money. So consider. Weil Blue. Now this was a surprise, because the fragrance this is a replica of has nothing to do with blue, and the smell itself, it has absolutely nothing to do with blue. I don't know why they named this blue. Could have been a cool water or something, maybe, you know, because that would be sort of in the blue genre, but it's not. It's on the other hand, because this, ladies and gentlemen, Weil Blue is a 97% replica of Déclaration or Declaration by Cartier. Again, same thing, almost exactly the same thing. Wonderful, wonderful smell, great longevity. It is very, very close to Declaration by Cartier, you know, Jean-Claude Helena's masterpiece. It's just, it really is. There's nothing blue smelling about this, so the name is totally misleading, and the color and everything, but they maybe thought, okay, let's dash out blue, silver, maybe there's going to be gold and whatnot, red, I don't know, you know, it's easy for the marketing to use colors, because you're going to be very much focusing on color, and at the same time it can be misleading, because this is not an aquatic fragrance at all. Declaration, like, again, here, it's fully Declaration. So why did they do this? Well, I'm sure there's a market for this, that wants to have these fragrances, love these smells, but do not have the budget. It smells nice, it smells good, it's a safe choice. It's a safe choice for the house to release, it's a safe choice for you to buy, and you know, they rely basically on the fact that Declaration and Eau Sauvage are around for decades. So this could be around for decades as an alternative to the other two fragrances have been mentioned. Perfect replicas, so to call. We know the watch market has dozens and dozens of very successful replicas going on for those who cannot afford a Breitling and so on, a Rolex and stuff like that. Same here, same idea here. Very easy, very straightforward, and again, in a good quality execution. Okay, so I'm happy to apply these from time to time, and curious about what other Vale replicas are going to be around there in the future. These, believe it or not, I hunted them down at TK Maxx, or TJ Maxx as you call them in the US, if I remember well. So you can easily, like, what is this, $15 or something like this? A joke, right? So again, it looks good on your bathroom shelf, smells great, nice chunky bottles, good appearance. What else do you want? Perfect replicas done by the house of Vale. So that was me with my 2 Vales here, and yeah, let's see if we find some more interesting topics for the next reviews to come. I'll keep you posted. Thanks very much and see you soon. Bye bye.